Best of the West Dallas Hockey Tournament, McKinney, Texas. Semi-final round. Good morning and welcome, especially to the early watchers back in Colorado with the time change. We are high up in the Cat's Den. Gotta bear with us here, tight on the internet connections here in this rink, but producer, director, keyboard man Kenny Jones will keep you hooked up as much as he can. The squirrel will keep you live with the actions. Hopefully she won't pull a cord out, and we'll keep the live feed. After 4 games, your announcer, Pepper Brooks, has lost a little bit of his voice, but he will bring you the call. I'm sure he will get it wrong, but we will keep you up with it. So here we go. Rock Canyon Jaguars, Castleview Sabercats. This is Cat Hockey. Once again, we are live in McKinney, Texas. Semi-final round. You win, you move on. You lose, you're done. Tournament play. First round is to get to this level and keep on moving up. Your Cats coming off a 4-0 record from the first round. They have drawn today the Birdville Hawks. The Hawks have only lost 2 games in the first round, and one of them was to your Cats. But like they say, if you dwell on what happened yesterday and you don't focus on today, you are not going to be successful. Or, as Janet Jackson liked to say, what have you done for me lately? We're down to the last 45 seconds of these warm-ups. Your Cats will be in their solid whites, gold and red trim, black breezers. The Birdville team will be in solid red sweaters, black breezers, white letters. We are tight here in the crowd. So they're going to have to put up with my chirping. Hopefully your Cats will pick up where they left off. Hit this ice on fire. Get this one put away and find themselves into a championship game here later this afternoon. Want to give a quick shout out and a good luck to the varsity squad, head coach Michael Dubas, program director. They have also found their way on solid wins into Sunday afternoon's championship round. So the Cats have circled the cage. They'll get them picked up. They'll head on over to that bench. Get that last minute instructions from head coach Brian Heft, his assistant Kyle Stovall. Tommy Harris is back in Colorado. Hopefully he is tuned in, cheering on his Cats. Turn of play once again. We are 13-minute periods. No ZAM in between. Run clock when it gets to a certain level. No point system this go around. It is like we said before. You win, you're in. You lose, you grab that t-shirt and head on home. So the Cats call it out. Here we go to the bench. Cats got off to a little bit of a slow start on this Birdville team yesterday. Hopefully they will correct that right off of the bat here this morning. From the fall season, we kind of gave them a little bit of static. They were a slow team when it came to morning games, and this is the first one of the day. We turned on the lights in this rink. Clothier 31 is headed to the pipes. We're going to start out with Shanahan, Marks, Sabercat, with Lucier and Keogh on D. Referee blows whistle, says Mandeville boys, let's do it. And here we go, Cats fans. Semi-final round. And referee points, says goaltenders are ready, hands in the air, and puck is down. One by Castleview, the right two man to Birdville. They dump it into the zone. Lucier picks it up, fans on it, turns it over in front of his own net, gets it back. This was the start we talked about. Down into the corner, puck comes free, top of the crease, poke checked away at the last second by Keogh. Poke checked away in neutral. But Keogh picks it up. He cycles the top of the cage, throws a backhander, shot on the doorstep, shot, save, still loose. Puck comes free as a Birdville player goes down, glove down at the top of the circles. Shanahan get one, shot wide and high over the back of the net, rebound shot. Yeah! Cats go on the rebound. Off of the back of the glass, finds its way to the stick of Grant Sabercat, and he pounds it away. At 12:17 of the first, Cats up by one. Jones in for the draw. Referee goes to drop it and then holds up. Backs a man up. Now the puck's down. Jones wins it into the corner and gives chase. Pokes it into the blue line. Jones tracks it down behind the own net. Got Pinello on the point. Pinello on the point. Shot. Bounces off of the goalie's chest. Goes wide to Gardner. Gardner to the poke checked away at the last second. Pinello back on the point. Wants one bad. It gets two. Gardner, who does keep it in at the blue line, beats one, but then it's poke checked away from him. Oh, great job by Gardner to keep it in the zone, but then it goes out. He picks it up at the blue line, wraps it hard around the cage, laid off sides. Now the Cats can attack. Puck comes across the front of the net. Bad pass by Birdsville. Got to take advantage, and Zitzelsperger does as he picks it off. Zitzelsperger to the back door. Gets through everybody, though. Jones poke checks it back down the line, too. Jones connection. Birdville picks it up, throws it the length of the ice because that's desperation mode, and they call that 120-foot
icing.
We will take them all day, every day, because that is a face-off in the attacking end. Line changes all the way around for your Cats. Heff steps in for the draw. He's got Trumley right behind him. Kutska and Keenan. Back to Trumley. Trumley picks it up, shot, block, shot again, off of the back wall, wraps all the way to the blue line and gets out, but we're going to set it up and do it again because the Birdville team throwed it the length of the ice. Trumley didn't pull the trigger fast enough on the first shot, got blocked up in the skates of a Birdville player. He gets it right back and then throws a smoker, but it was just wide. Heff steps in for the draw. Puck down. Birdville wins it, wraps it around the cage, but picked off by Trumley. He can't get a hold of it, and he throws it to Kutska, who barely gets a half of a pass on it. We got a breakaway going the other way. Gets behind the defense, one-on-one shot over the top of the glass and high on the turnover breakaway. Trumley picks up the trash behind his own net. Cannot keep it on his stick. Now he finds it. Gets poke checked away from him as he makes one move. To the center stripe is Kutska. Kutska feathers it to Heft scrapes into the zone. Gets poke checked away from him. He throws one across ice. It's going to come out of the zone. Keogh's going to throw it in on the delay off sides. Everybody back. They're caught in the line change. Luckily, Birdville did not take advantage of that Cats line change. Everybody was going. There was nothing but white ice in front of them. Picked up by O'Reilly. Takes it to the blue line, loses it. Winogle gets a stick on it. Winogle skating like a madman. Gets it, loses it, gets it back, and loses it again. Now Miller to give chase. Birdville around their own cage, dump pass. Lucier jumps up into the rush, does get a stick on it, but Birdville throws it the length of the ice. We're going to give Squirrel one more time on the mic, and that is
icing.
Tall order of the day now is no mistakes. Miller steps in for the draw. He does win it. Back to Winogo. Winogo, beautiful pass to Lucier. Lucier goes to put it to Keogh, who was not ready. He picks it up at the blue line, throws it around the cage, pass back to the point. Gets past Lucier, but O'Reilly picked up the trash. Winogo gets it caught in the skates. O'Reilly and Miller run into one another. Puck is scrumming all the way around like a pinball machine. Comes out of the zone. Lucier, no, Keogh tracks it down. Now it's to Lucier. Once again, Lucier checks a Birdville player to the ice, and they don't want any part of Logan Lucier. He wraps it hard around the boards all the way to the blue line, but not out. Thrown right back around the cage by Birdville. Lucier overskates it, but gets it. Cross ice pass to Keogh. Keogh puts on the brakes, skates it around his own cage. Dump pass is picked off, shot off the back of the cage. O'Reilly goes to kick it to Lucier. Lucier's off and running. Lucier's to the blue line. Now he's in the center, gets back checked good by one of the Birdsville players to separate him from the puck. Soroki on the boards, on the line change, keeps it in the zone. Around the cage goes Soroki looking for number 2, backhanded off the side of the cage. He gets it back, wraparound goal, shot on the doorstep, shot, saved by the Birdville goalie on the good work from, once again, number 19, Grant Soroki. Winogo was also in there poking away. Line changes for your Cats. Shanahan steps in for the draw. Puck down. He does win it into the corner, but Birdsville's the first one there. Now it's picked off by Cat. Shanahan in there working along with Soroki. Soroki pickpockets the man again. Cross ice pass to Shanahan. Got it caught up in his skates, but Gardner keeps it in at the blue line. Birdville dumps it off the glass, and it's a race. Pinella's going to pick it up. He's going to skate it around his own cage. Pinella around his own cage. He's got a little bit of speed. Throws a cross-ice pass to Marks. Back to Pinello. Pinella's going to go to Soroki. That pass was telegraphed and picked off. You cannot turn and show that pass and then not send it immediately. Everybody in the stadium will see it. Puck bounces around back into neutral as Shanahan picks it up, sends it all the way back in the zone. Birdville was standing and waiting, though. Gardner pickpockets it at center. Shanahan puts a check on a man. Back pass to Pinello. Pinello cross ice pass to Marks, who cannot handle it as it bounces off of his stick and goes wide. But into the zone, Shanahan picks up the track, feathers it to Soroki. Soroki number 2. No, kicked out wide by the Mansville, I keep saying Mansville, Birdsville goalie. Chipped off of the boards by Mark. Soroki's on the right, splits the defense, gets tied up. Shot and a whistle, hand in the air as number 19, Soroki, skating like a madman this morning. Everybody needs to step up to his level. Draws the penalty, and now your Cats are on the power play. 7-12 of the first. Your Cats up by 1. Jones steps in for the draw. Puck down. He does win it. Down to Jared Jones. Shot. Blocker save. Here comes Kuska's shot. Blocker save. Jones fans on it. All the way back to neutral. Keenan's got it. He throws it to the blue line. Jones can't get it in, and he does on tramp number 2. Zitzelsperger going to be the first Cat there. Zitzelsperger to the behind the cage, puts on the brakes, goes the other way. Zitzelsperger drop pass is picked off by Birdville, but right to Jones. Jones splits a circle, shot. Deflected high and into the netting for a whistle. .128 in the power play, 6:40 in the period. Jones steps in. He does win it again to Zitzelsperger. Zitzelsperger going to cycle the cage into the skates of a Birdville player, but he gets it back, chases it into the corner. He's got Keogh, sees him, gets it to him, cross-ice pass to Lucier. He can't handle it. Into the corner to Jones. Jones puts on the brakes, pirouettes one way, shot off the side of the cage. To the front is a big pass by Jones, but it makes it all the way out of, nope, they're going to call that off. Birdsville. So one way or another, there should be no icing there. They are on a power play, plus it was one of the Cats that threw it the length of the ice, and the referees need a little bit of coffee this morning. But it is going to be a face-off in that end. They correct their mistake, and Birdsville will get. Now Hef wants a talk about it. I'm sure Heft is arguing that puck should come out of the zone on the referee's mistake. Not going to happen, though. So Heft steps in for the draw. He does win it back to Keogh. Keogh's going to cycle around his own cage. Puts on the brakes. Here comes a breakout to Trumley. Trumley misses the pass. Pope checks it away from him, back into the zone. Got to be sharper than that. Keogh picks it up behind his own cage. He's being manhandled, but he's got control of the puck. Skates it to the top of the circles. Errant pass, backdrop, though. Gets right back to Keogh, though, as he's checked to the ice. Cross-ice pass, hits Trumley in the stick. He skates into the center, loses it. Shot, I don't know how it made it, but knuckle pucks its way to the front of the net. Picked up at the blue line, poke checked away and into neutral. Small's got to chase it down. His cross-ice pass to Keogh. Keogh's got it on his stick, gets checked off of it, but Heft picks up the trash. He throws it into the zone once again, one time this off the boards. Trumley's got it, skates it into the hole. Cross-ice pass to Miller, or Small. Trumley just missed a wide open back net. Couldn't get the tip in, was Trumley. Puck comes free as Lucier loses an edge, goes down, loses his twig, and then gets back up. Power play is over as it's thrown the length of the ice, and that is icing. We'll come up, set it up, get a line change, get this one poked away. Oh, your Cats have got to take advantage of the opportunities. Goalie down and out, nothing but air and net in front of him, and Trumley fanned on the tip in. Miller to step in for the draw. Puck down, one into the corner. Winogle got it, gets checked away from it, pinned up against the boards. Now it's a scrum. Puck comes free. Pinello shot. Oh, blocker save, and O'Reilly missed a tip in. Oh, the tip ins have got to be there. All the way back to neutral. Pinello's got it on his stick, throws it to O'Reilly. Had it, lost it, got it back. Now Winogle picks it up. Winogle, puts a move on a guy at the blue line. Shot blocked in front. Gardner just kept it in for a second, then it bounces over his stick. Pinello to the top of the circles, goes to make a move around a guy and gets the puck stolen from him. Winogle shot, stick save, cover. Now it's loose, cover by the Birdville goalie. 4:23 of the first. Your Cats are still up by one, and it should be 5 because the Birdville, quit saying Manville, Squirrel. The Birdville goalie is down and out, and there is nothing between that and the back of the net. Shanahan in for the draw. He does win it, but Birdville picks it up, goes all the way around the cage. Marks has got his stick on it. He wraps it all the way back around the boards. Here's Pinello from the blue line. Shot, save, and a cover by the Birdville goalie. Nice wrister from the blue line from Pinello, and wouldn't you know it, there was 3 Cats standing there waiting. If he would have dropped that one, he would have been in trouble. Shanahan again in for the draw. Defensive change, back to Kutska now. No, Shaworki, shot blocked off the front. Nice, great work by Shanahan too. Believe it's Zitzelsperger. Nope, Saworki almost got number 2 once again. Poke checked in the neutral, off of a cat into the Birdville bench. It was so pretty that I got tongue-tied and couldn't say it. Shanahan circled the cage and let a laser of a pass right on the doorstep. And Soroki was inches from number two. Shanahan in for the draw. He does win it. Gets poke checked away from Soroki. Kuska picks it up, throws it into the zone as Shanahan gives chase. Shanahan does get there first. That's what hard skating does for you. Picked up behind the cage. Dump pass on the doorstep. Nobody could get a stick on it. All the way across the ice. Checked down is a cat. That Soroki comes to the blue line. Shanahan picks it up on the circles. Drop passes it to Keenan. Keenan throws it into the corner. Marks is going to give chase. Marks picks it up on the move. Somebody get on the doorstep. Drop pass to Soroki. He didn't have enough momentum to get there. Kept in by Keenan. Wrapped all the way around the cage to the opposite boards. Poke check to the blue line. Kept in off of a skate as he's checked to the ice as Marks loses the handle, but Shanahan's there to pick it up. Shanahan gets it back into the zone. Overskates it though. We get a whistle and a hand in the air for a trip. So at 2:56, Birdvilles have opened the door once again for your Cats. We got to take advantage of this early in the morning. We got to go into their house, sit at their table, eat their breakfast. When we're done, steal their car, and we call that the Three Little Bears style. Let's do it. Leave Goldilocks hanging. 2:56 of the first power play. Puck down, one back two. Lucier. Lucier throws one high and wide behind the cage. Keogh picks it up, I had it right the first time. Keogh on around the net, cycles the net, still on his stick, to the top of the circles. Keogh, man, shot. Go! Cats go! Number 9 on a trip around the world. Finally hits the top of the circles and sends a wrister. Blocker side high to the back of the net. Power play goal at 2:39 of the purse. Put your Cats up by 2. Gotta give Lucy A the assist. Jones in, puck down. He does win the draw. Lucy A overskates it as it comes into the zone. Keogh picks up the puck, skates it around the cage, puts on the brakes, feathers it to the blue line. Zitzelsberger picks it up. He's checked off of the puck, but he throws it into the zone. Jones couldn't get to it, and they call that icing. We're coming back the other way. 2-2-1 left in the first, up by 2. Shots are 10-0. Right now, your Cats. Puck now, won by Castleby into the corner, wrapped around the boards by Gardner. Jones is going to get there. He throws it back around to Pinello. Pinello puts on the brakes, holds, still holds. He telegraphed that pass too. No, he held it. I got to apologize to number 16. Skates it to the circles, picked off, but he gets it back. Oh, great pass to Jones, standing on the blue line. Pinello looked up and seen him put it on him. Jones has still got it. Jones behind the cage. He's got Gardner. Give it to him. Cross ice pass. Gets through the traffic. Zitzelsberger tracks it down. Zitzelsberger, Gardner from the blue line shot. Just chipped wide off of a skate. Jones into the corner. Chips it back to Zitzelsberger. He poke checks it away. Jones gets it back. He's going to have a look here. Beats one, but loses an edge and goes down. Birdville picks it up. That's going to be picked off. Gardner and Pinello both seen that one coming. Gardner's pass gets caught up in the skates of a Birdville player and is thrown into the zone. Digging away is Jones. Now Gardner steps up on it. Trumley's on the ice now. Trumley at the blue line throws one to the net. Hits Jones in the ankle. He picks up the trash. Shot. Did it go? No. Right into the Birdville goalie's glove. Trumley threw one to the net. Jones picked it up, and man, I'm going to say it like it is. I don't know how that Birdsville goalie came up with that one. The only thing I can figure is that's right where Jones placed it. Puck down, heft in for the draw, cut up in his skates. Now it's poke checked into the corner. Trumbley picks it up, skates it back to the point. Over Kuska's stick, he gets it back, throws it in the skates of a Birdville player. Heft's got it, he takes it, drop pass to Kuska. Kuska gonna skate to the top of the circle, shot, chip down, loose, shot. Heft just missed the back door tip in. Keenan keeps it in at the blue line. Good work by Keenan. Wraps all the way around. Small's got it. He throws one to the front. Trumbley there, fanned on it. Kuska's on it, throws one to the front, all the way across the doorstep into the corner, off the boards and coming out of the zone. Step up on him, Jeffrey. Gets around Keenan. Keenan on the back check shot, comes all the way around the boards. Trumbley gets it out to neutral. Small there fighting, but poke check two. A Birdsville player shot off the glass, rebound save by Clothier into the corner. Trumbley picks it up, wraps it around the cage. Kuska's going to pick it up, and there is the horn for period number one. So one in the books, up by two. Mistake-free hockey is going to be the call for the rest of this game. Keep on the pressure, keep on the throttle, keep going it, find the back of the net some more times, but no mistake-free, and defense is all we need to make it to the next round. Solid play by your Cats. Can't even really say that there was much mixed in slop there. A lot of missed opportunities. But that happens at every level, all the way up to the pros. There's the horn. Let's get number two underway. Birdsville goalie heads to his cage. Cats do the same. Clothier headed to his pipes. We're going to go. Miller, Winogle, and O'Reilly. Lucy A. and Keogh on D. Referee hand in the air. Clothier says I'm ready. Birdville says he's ready. Here we go. Puck down. One by Birdville. Back to the blue line. Skates it into his own zone. Cross ice pass. Man loses his edge. Goes down on his knees. Miller picks up the trash. Skates it into his own end. Makes a cycle. Dumps it to Winogle. Wasn't ready for it, but he picked it up. Throws it back to Keogh. Keogh cross ice pass to Lucier. Lucier had it. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Lucier into the zone. Lucier gets caught up behind Winogle, but cycles the cage. Dump pass to Winogle. Winogle shot all the way across the doorstep. Nobody crashing that net. Fanned on at the blue line, but gets it back as a Birdville player. Winogle got a piece of it, but put it into the skates. Cross ice pass into neutral. Picked off by O'Reilly. Off the skates of Miller, and Keogh picks it up. Off the skates of a Birdsville player. Lucier's got it. Lucier puts a couple moves on a player around his own cage. He's still got steam. To the blue line. It's going to be a cross-ice pass to Winogle. Right on the stick. Winogle to the top of the circles. Lost the handle. Drop pass to O'Reilly. O'Reilly holds. Drops to Keogh. Shot just wide of the post on the far side, and that's what hockey's supposed to look like. Great passing by your Cats. Ended up in a shot. To the blue line. Lucier's got it. Top of the circle. Shot. Puck goes wide. It's going to come out to Keogh. Keogh's got it on his stick. Chips it around. Nope. Yes, does chip it around the Birdsville player. Puts on the brakes, comes the other way. Wraps it back around the cage. O'Reilly's got to get on his horse. Nope. Back check by Winogle. Oh, hand in the air. Come on, Clothier, get off. Nope, he doesn't get off in a time on the touch-up. And Lucy A. was stroking into the front of the net. Puck on his stick, and one of the Birdsville players trips him up. So once again, 11:30 of the second. Your Cats are now on the power play. Birdville's missing a man. They're thinking they want to go 3-on-5. We'll take it. Now we get a hand. Got a player headed to the ice for Birdsville. Shanahan steps in for the draw. He wins it to the guy that just come off to the blue line. Pinello throws a bouncer to the net. Marks gets checked off of it as it's thrown to the blue line. Shot hits Shanahan. Gardner shoots from the blue line, hits Shanahan in the skates and comes all the way back into the zone. Pinello picks it up behind his own cage. Throws 1-2. Saworki, who tips it into the zone. That's going to be icing. Achilles killer of this Cats team, man. That breakout is there. The puck is put right where it's supposed to be. You've got to keep it on your stick and control it. If you don't, it turns into a face-off in your defensive end. 1:31 left in the power play. Puck down. Birdville wins it, but Pinello picks it off. Pinello poke checks it out to Shanahan. Shanahan into neutral. Now Shanahan into the zone. Shanahan cycles, beats one. Shanahan shot over the top of the cage. Pass back to Pinello. It's on his stick. Cross ice passes. Telegraph picked off. Makes it all the way to Clothier. Pinello's passes. He knows what to do. It's there. He's telegraphing it and showing them and not pulling the trigger into the zone. Saworki off the side of the cage. Birdsville picks it up, but Marks gets a stick on it. Saworki in there to help. He skates around the cage. Still on his stick. Drops it to Keenan. Keenan grip one here. Fanned on it, and it's a turnover the other way. Beats one at the circle, shot over the top of the net, and once again open the door for these Birdville boys because you're playing sloppy now. We said it was solid here the first period. Well, it's not. The second defense is giving way too many scoring chances. This Birdville team picked up behind the net, held on there by Gardner. Feathers it out on the boards right to a Birdville player, but picked off by Marks. Marks got it on his stick. He's going to skate, holds it up behind his own cage, waits for the breakout, comes one way or the other. Goes to throw it to Keogh, and he can't, or Saworki, he can't get a stick on it. Goes the length of the ice, and that's an icing. Once again, beautiful breakout. Pass was there. Offensive player couldn't come up with it, and we're a face-off at the other end. 3 seconds left in this power play, and we're back to our old ways. Skater up and cannot keep control of the puck. Jones, Zitzelsberger in. Gotta watch the man coming off the bench. Jones wins, gets caught up in his skates, but he gets it back. Gonna skate it to the blue line. Throws it to his line partner, Jared Jones. Puts a move on one guy, gets it caught up in his skates. Buzz does get it back to Zitzelsberger. Nobody on the doorstep. Jones is there now. Zitzelsberger around the back of the cage. Loses it, gets it back. Zitzelsberger feathers it to Jones. Jones goes to throw it. Oh, takes a wicked bounce and was just about ready to go in the back of the net. All the way across the ice to Kutska. Shot blocked in front by a Mansfield player on the doorstep. Nobody there for the Cats. Zitzelsberger loses an edge and goes down. Off the glass, and behind the play is a Birdsville player, but he's not going to catch up to it, and that is icing at 8:50 of the second. Your Cats still up by 2. You gotta believe your Cats have got in lackadaisical, hey, let's just walk this one the rest of the way out. We got it, tight mode, and they gotta fire up and get going again. There is a lot of hockey to be played, and the scoreboard is not without reach. Puck down. Man, Birdsville wraps it all the way around his own cage to the blue line. Lucier beats one at the blue line. Loses the handle, gets it back, and then he's checked hard to the ice. Shot blocked in front by Trash. Throw to Keogh at the blue line, top of the circles. Puts on the brakes, pirouettes. Now he's to the top of the circles. Throws a bouncer to the top of the cage. Shot, drop, save, shot by Zitzelsberger and the cover. Offensive line change for your Cats. Power play is over. Puck down, one by. Heft into the corner is Small. He's battling. Now it's a scrum. He's pinned up against the boards. Heft in there to help, trying to dig the trash away. Heft still digging. Puck comes free as it's wrapped all the way around the boards. Lucier tracks it down at the blue line. Skates to the top of the circles. Shot by Tremblay as Lucier loses it off the glass all the way back into neutral. Poke checked into neutral. Keogh picks it up. Keogh to Tremblay. Tremblay knifes it down. He's checked to the ice from the back. Loses an edge as the puck comes all the way out. Lucier cross ice pass to Small. Deflects it into the zone, but Birdville picks it up, throws it right back out. Tremblay pickpockets the man in neutral, throws a cross ice pass to Keogh. Keogh picks it up, beats one, beats two. Keogh still on his stick, beats three. Now he's going to cycle back out. He's got Small, throws it to him. Small dumps it into the corner as Heft gives chase. Heft picks it up, cycles the cage, puts it to Tremblay. Tremblay loses a handle, picks it up, dot pass to Lucier. Lucier at the top of the circle, shot. Hard, but wide of the net. Lucier would be a man to reckon with if he could get them shots on net. Puck comes all the way back out to neutral. Lucier picks it up, cross ice pass to Tremblay. Tremblay holds, now he skates into the zone. Shot from the blue line, 3 feet wide, all the way around the cage. Keogh's going to pick it up. He feathers it back around the cage. Birdsville picks it up, puts it right back to Keogh. He beats a man on the boards, loses it, gets it back. Now he wraps it all the way around the cage again. First one there is Tremblay. Good skating by Tremblay. Throws it to the doorstep. Hits Heft in the skates, and he can't come up with it. Keogh's got it again. Throws it to Heft. Heft's stick is lifted at the last second. Poke checked away at the blue line into neutral was Lucier. Good job of Lucier because that was a breakaway opportunity. Now it's poked out, and here is the breakout by Birdsville. Lucier got back, and Keogh helped there too. Keogh was the last man standing. Great back check by Lucier. He picks it up, skates it into the zone, now into neutral. Lucier still on his stick. Lucier top of the circles. Feathers one to the front of the cage because that wasn't maybe a little trick shot trying to get it to slither in. Loose on the doorstep, bouncing puck comes and on edge, rolls out and gets into neutral, but Miller picks it up, throws it right back into the zone. Line change for your Cats, wrapped around the boards to the blue line. No, it's held up there by Miller, and Winogle gives chase. Winogle poke checks it away from the man or blocks his pass. Comes all the way across the boards, kept in by Miller. Miller at the blue line, still on his stick. Miller shot, save, drop on the doorstep, kicked out wide. Winogle gives chase. Winogle on his stick, pass to Miller. Miller shot, blocked in front by Trash. Comes to the boards, throw down the ice off of Gardner's back. Gardner dumps it to Pinello. Pinello holds, cross ice pass back to Gardner. Gardner's going to skate it to the blue line. Now into neutral. Gardner on a mission. Throws it deep into the zone and gives chase. Gardner skating like a madman. God, he's skating fast. Dumps it back to Pinello. Pinello on his stick. Skates top the circle. Shot. Save and a cover by the Birdsville goalie. 4:56 of the second. Cats up by 2. Another great shot by Pinello from the blue line. You'd like to see him skate in maybe another 8 feet. Let that same shot rip. Goalies have a long time to track that when it's that far away. Puck down, one by Miller. Winogle gets a stick on it, throws it back to O'Reilly, can't come up with it. Winogle back in there, gets poke checked around him. He gives chase, pickpockets the man to the blue line. Pinello keeps it in at the last second, but throws it to Miller, and his pass is picked off. Pinello gets beat at the blue line. Cross ice pass, here comes a shot. Shot, save, Pinello cleaned the trash at the last second. Back door was wide open. We were going to hammer Pinello for getting beat, but we'll give it to him because he just saved a goal. In the neutral, thrown right back in the zone by and we're going to get a too many men on the ice call on CV.
Miller
Okay, I missed it. It was behind the play. Miller is going to go to the hole for cross-checking at 4:12 of the second. Castleview players, man, they have been playing hot, skating good, and then just mixed in with just some sloppy mess. Cannot give these opportunities to Birdsville. You give them hope and motivation or momentum, and it's going to bite you. Puck down on the kill, picked up, whistle immediately by the referee. Castleview did win it. Was, I believe, Shanahan. Puck down. No, Soroki, he picks it up off of the way and off of the boards. He's going to skate it into the zone. Chips it into the corner and gives chase. Shanahan puts on the brakes and holds up in front, but a Birdsville player gets it. Cross-ice pass. Doesn't make it out of the zone. Shanahan got a stick on it. Now it's thrown out. Kutska picks it up. Delayed offsides. Shanahan gets back. Now he skates into the zone to put on the pressure. Wrapped all the way around the boards by Birdsville. Still in the zone, coming back the other way. Shanahan pickpockets the man. Shanahan's 5-on-1 and comes up with that puck. Unbelievable play by Shanahan. Kept in at the blue line by Soroki. Soroki fighting away, throws one to the net, chipped out wide by a defenseman at the last second. Overskated, though, by that defenseman. Picked up by Soroki off of a Shanahan tip shot, saving a cover by the Birdsville goalie. Short-handed opportunity all the way around, and that looked better than our power play. 1:02 left in the kill. 3:14 left in the period. Jones steps in for the draw. Pinello and Gardner on defense got Zitzelsberger on one side. Jones does win it, but it's into the corner right too. Birdville cross-ice pass. Hits a player in the skates. He picks it up on the move. He goes to throw it and puts it right into his own bench. Puck will come out of the zone for the face-off. 50 seconds left in the power play. Puck down, won by Jones, but got caught up in the skates. Pinello gets it, chips it, and throws it the length of the ice. On edge as it flutters its way into the zone. Picked up by Birdsville. Thrown back around the boards, but picked off by Shanahan. Or no, Jones, my fault. Seeing the 7, not the 1. Birdville picks it up, throws it across ice. Zitzelsberger picks it off. Get a shot here, young man. Skates it to the top of the circles. Still on his stick, around the back of the cage. Gets checked off the puck, but gets it back, then loses it to the front of the cage. Jones keeps it in at the blue line. Jones and Zitzelsberger skating like madmen, keeping that in. Pinello throws it down ice. It hits Birdsville players and stays out of the zone. Now it's 2-on-1 the other way. Pinello and Gardner. Now it's 3-on-1. Shot saved by Clothier. About tipped in by Gardner. Gardner picks it up, though, and throws it the length of the ice. Power play was over. Jones was trying to sneak in the back door. Was half of a step off. Line changes all the way around. Power play over. 2:05 left in the period. And once again, almost disaster there. Clothier makes a save. Puck comes free. Gardner goes to poke check it away and just about it into the back of his own net. Puck down, won by Shanahan. 2. The point shot, stick save, kicked wide by Clothier. Keenan's in there. Now it's thrown out of the zone. It is going to lose. No icing here. Picked up by Birdsville. He throws it off the boards, and Marks is going to pick it off the skate, but he can't get control of it. Skated the other way. Keenan gets beat at the blue line. Skated around him. Shot saved by Clothier and a cover. So that's what we're talking about, Cats fans. It's just a little bit of tightening the ship. Bitter, little clean. That puck come off the boards right to Gardner. He should have picked that one up on the move. That should have resulted into a shot, but it's off of his skates, comes the other way. Keenan gets beat at the blue line, and that's a 1-on-1 for Clothier. Tied up is Shanahan. Puck comes free. Keenan gets it to neutral. Mark's fighting away, gets caught up with the referee into the skates, but gets it back from Birdsville, puts on the brakes. Drop pass to Kuska. Kuska skates, walks the line, shot blocked in front. Keenan turned it over, it's center. We're going the other way, breakaway, shot, goal. And just like that, they cut it to 1. You give them the opportunities, they're going to take advantage of them. We said it all morning long, and there it is. Somebody better get a wake-up call here, because now your Cats are only up by 1. Back-to-back turnovers, and finally, one of the Birdsville players buried it, glove side high on Clothier. Puck down, 1 by Birdsville. Now it comes into neutral. We're 3-on-1 going the other way. Lucier, last man standing. Lucier does enough to interrupt and gets it caught up in his skates. Cats do get back. Comes off the side of the boards though. Lucier poke checks it away. Hef picks up, throws it the length of the ice to the blue line. Now he picks it up at the blue line. Cross ice pass does hit Tremblay in the stick. Comes off the boards. Tremblay picks it up on the move. Still on the move. Shot off the side of the cage. Small picks it up. Feathers it back around the boards as a Birdsville player picks it up and throws it into the netting. Got to believe instead of throwing that back behind the cage, maybe wrap that around to the point man standing there looking at you. But man's Birdsville helped us out and throwed it into the netting. Hef's going to step in for the draw. 32 seconds left in the period. Puck down. Hef does win it, but then he gets tied up, and Birdsville comes up with it. They wrap it all the way around the boards. Keogh waits on it. Then Birdsville gets in there. Poke checks it away, but he gets it back. Once again, just a little lackadaisical. Cross ice pass to Lucier. Bury one, young man. Lucier makes a move, shot. Once again, smoking, ripping shot, but high and wide over the net. Poke checked around, and the ping pongs around the front of the net. Now chipped down the boards. Big check by Heft, sorry. Fanned on, and there is the end of the period. So at the end of 2, up by 1. And exactly what I was afraid of has happened. They have gave Birdsville a little motivation and a whole lot of hope. And when you give a bunch of people hope, they can do great things with it. It's time to step it up another notch, put on the throttle, and steal the wind out of the sails of this Birdsville team. We're down to our last 13 minutes of hockey. Semifinal round of the Best of the West. So there's a buzzer. They say, let's get this underway. Part of the Cats head to the ice. Clothier getting a little bit more instructions. Now he heads to his pipes. Looks like we're going to go with Gardner and Pinello on D. Got to believe the Jones. Nope. Already see him going to the bench. Going to go with the Miller. Yeah, I know. O'Reilly. Winogle line. I was trying not to choke on my candy. Hand in the air, puck down, 1 by Miller. He loses an edge and goes down. Skated into, poke checked away at the blue line. You're throwing it to nobody, young man. Come on. Off of the stick of O'Reilly. Poke checked at the blue line by Pinello. Winogle picks it up, loses the handle as it goes into the zone, gets caught up in the skates, but he does get it. Is a Birdsville player. Down the boards, Pinello's going to have to get on his horse. Does a great job hanging the man up as he throws it into the zone. Gardner tracks it down. He throws it to O'Reilly, who throws it right to the blue line. Shot picked off in front by Winogle. Winogle out to O'Reilly. O'Reilly feathers it to Miller's got his edge on the man. Shot off the pads, loose on the doorstep. Shot, nobody can bang it away. Again, right there is the wide open shot. Gardner's got it. Shot, pad, save. Somebody's got to go in the corner and get it. Standing and watching. Winogle does get there. Winogle's battling. Now Miller in there to help. Puck comes back to the blue line. Gardner's got it. Cross ice pass, get a shot. Oh! O'Reilly didn't see it coming, caught him in the skates. Poke checked away. Winogle's got it in the corner. Poke checked away from him. Miller gives chase. Miller manhandle a man. Good job to put the body on him, separate him from the puck, but he does get it back. Skates it around his own cage. Butt hounded him is Winogle. Back to the point. Pinello's got it. Shot. Blocked in front. Kicked out just wide at the last second from the Pinello shot. Out to the blue line. Splits the defense around Gardner. Jones, last man standing. Pinello gets back. Shot blocked by Clothier. Comes down to the blue line. Back check. No hand in the air. Gets out of the zone. Delayed offsides. Gardner picks it up. Skates it to neutral. Now he feathers it off the boards, but poke checked away by. And the door comes open as Jones picks it up in the center. Jones skates it into the zone. Loses the handle, gets it back. Jones on his stick. Jones around the doorstep, lays it down, finish! Zitzelsberger! Jones, shot, go! Oh, the galloping ginger is on the doorstep, finds the loose puck from the Jones Zitzelsberger work, and buries it at 10:49 of the third. Jones, Zitzelsberger, Jones to the back of the net at 10:49. Huh? Been told in the broadcast booth that is a 5-game goal series for Jones. Puck down, throw it all the way down the ice. Kuska gives chase. Kuska puts on the brakes, comes back the other way, throws it to Soroki, can't handle it. Shot, blocked in front by Trash, off the glass. Marks chips it into neutral. Shanahan gets a stick on it. Poke checked away in neutral. Now it's a scrum on the boards, tied up. Shanahan throws a cross ice pass, chipped into the zone by Birdsville. Kuska picks it up. He's checked hard off of the puck. Shanahan throws it down the ice to the point. Shot blocked in front and out of the zone by, I believe it was Miller. Or no, Marks, my fault. Throw to the blue line, picked right back up and throw it in. Miller, God, I got Miller and Marks mixed up now. Marks picks it up, throws it into the zone, cross ice pass out to Birdsville. They throw it down the ice, headed for a line change. Lucier picks it up around his own net, wraps it back around the all right, takes a wicked bounce, finds its way in front of the net. Now poke checked away. Birdsville player goes down. Marks in there battling away, gets it to the top of the point, but not out. Shot, save, nope. Trickles just wide. That was almost another goal from the blue line. Poke checked away by Soroki though. He's got it, loses it, got tied up, skating, hand in the air now. Touched up, and I believe your Cats are going on the kill. Yep, number 19, Soroki going to the hole. He was in the breakaway. He was tied up between two Birdsville players. Gotta believe frustration got into him as he tomahawk chopped a stick, and I believe that is a slashing call at 9:15 of the third. So your Cats are now on the kill. Shots are 23-8, your Cats. But in the big picture, it don't matter how many shots you got on goal. It just matters how many go in. Puck down. Keogh ties it up around on the back of the kit. Now he picks up the Trash. Loses it, gets it back. Feathers it around the boards. Great big check by Lucier. Keogh picks it up. Feathers it off the boards, but standing and watching is Castleview. Pass back to the point. Here comes a shot. Makes it through right to the logo of Clothier, and he gets the cover. 1:35 in the power play, 8:49 in the period. Puck down into the corner. Lucier poke checks it to the blue line now. Heft has got it. You got skate! Skates it to the blue line. Now he throws it the length of the ice. Small is the first one there. Checked off of the puck by two Birdsville players, but he's still battling away. Small still fighting. Now he pins the man up against the boards. Puck comes free though, and a man's Birdsville player picks it up and skates it to the blue line. Small loses an edge and goes down. Puck is into the zone. Throw to the doorstep. Not picked up by the first man, but the second one gets it. He puts on the brakes and chipped out of the zone by Heft. Birdsville tracks it down to their own end. Cross ice pass off the boards, mishandled. We'll take that all the way back to Keogh. Keogh holds, throws a pass across the ice, takes one bounce into the zone. Birdsville picks it up. Another cross ice pass. Nice little chip to center, puts on the brakes. They're offsides. He's got a hold. Still's got a hold. Now they're back. Cross ice blue line. Lucier, last man standing. Lucier takes a shot right to his shin pads. Comes all the way to the blue line, but in. Now wrapped around the cage. 14 seconds left in the power play. Lucier loses an edge and goes down. Still down. Now he gets up. Good look there. Lucier to go get the man. Player behind for the Birdsville player was thinking Michigan. He tried it and couldn't get it up on his stick, and we're going the other way. Jones to Zitzelsperger. Zitzelsperger fanned on it. Somebody's got to get back into the zone. Pinello puts a check on a man. Pirouettes. Gardner picks off that pass.